Have you seen the video in which Mohanlal plays the role of Michael Corleone? Here, let me play it for you.
Casino. The hotel. Corleone family wants to buy you out.
Did Al Pacino know about this? No. Did Francis Ford Coppola, the director of the original film The Godfather, know that his film suddenly had an Indian actor? No. What if this happened to you? What if your face were used in a video without your consent? If it were a scene from a movie, that'd probably be pretty cool, but what if you were made to look like you were saying or doing something you never said or did? Your face could even end up in a porn video. What would you do then? Say hello to deepfakes. The Mollywood version of the scene from The Godfather went viral. More than 2 lakh people watched it, and several people appreciated Tom Anthony, the creator of this video clip, for his talent. Only 4 days later, after many people started talking about his video, Anthony posted another one. He told his audience that his intention behind the Godfather video was to call attention to the emergence of this technology.
videos
And he's right. This video is called a deepfake, and it's being used for all the wrong reasons. There is a museum in Florida with a video of Salvador Dali, alive and well, speaking to the viewer. He'll even take a selfie with you. This was created using deepfake technology. The term deepfake was derived from deep learning and fake. So, a fake video that's created using deep learning techniques. Such videos help you imagine things that would never be possible. They can help you visualize a film with other actors. They can bring an actor back to life for a sequel of a film. They can serve very well as entertainment or as comic relief.
Super stoked to be there, just like, yeah, oh, boom. He's like, wow.
Did you even notice Bill Hader slowly morphing into Tom Cruise? And this was 3 years ago. Imagine what this technology can do now. In order to understand how a deepfake is created, let's take the same example we looked at the beginning of this video.
Casino. The hotel. Corleone family wants to buy you out.
The actor in the original video is Al Pacino, and the face in the deepfake belongs to Mohanlal. A deepfake is created using 2 AI algorithms. Let's call them A and B. First, A reads images of Al Pacino and Mohanlal, understands the similarities in their faces, and compresses the images down to those common features. The compressed images are then fed into algorithm B. B is trained on the face of Mohanlal. It has learned the features of Mohanlal's face and can create his face on command. So, when you feed compressed images of Al Pacino into B, it creates an image with the facial features of Mohanlal but the expressions of Al Pacino. When this is done on every frame of a video, you get a complete deepfake video.
Casino. The hotel. Corleone family wants to buy you out.
Let's face it, that's pretty entertaining. You could do it with just about any face, and it's becoming pretty accessible too. Let me show you. I'm uploading a video of myself. I'm doing this using a service called reface.ai. I'm going to add a celebrity's face on there. Swap faces. And that's it. Just like that, it looks like Mindy Kaling is speaking to you from our newsroom. We did this for the sake of demonstrating how accessible this tool is. And several others out there, like Tom Anthony, are using it for recreational reasons. But this isn't always the case. The applications of deepfake are varied, but there are 2 areas that cause most concern. 1. Politics. In February 2020, Manoj Tiwari, who was then the president of the Delhi BJP unit, was seen and heard saying this.
Friends, I'm here just to ask about the work accounted for. सारिया ने मेरा जय श्री राम. दोस्तों मैं सिर्फ काम का हिसाब लेने आया हूं.
Later, it was revealed that the original video is this.
बधाई हो आप सभी को क्योंकि अभी-अभी नागरिकता संशोधन बिल राज्यसभा से भी पास हो गया.
The video was digitally manipulated and content in other languages was added to it to create new versions of the same video. Now this instance is actually not that bad because BJP created this video and they declared it too. They changed the content of the video as well as the language. They wanted to reach out to a multilingual audience without having to remake the video. It wasn't done with the intention to disinform.
Another ramification of this upsurge of morphed videos in politics particularly is the reverse as well, it's the inverse as well. Today, if a politician says something during his campaign trail, which is maybe cast as sexist or discriminatory, like it can be easy to label them as doctored, even when it's not. And it's difficult to disprove them because doctored films and manipulated media are just that common.
Isha Prakash is a research fellow at Vidhi Center for Legal Policy. She's been researching the use of deepfakes in the Indian political scene. There have been instances in other countries where such digitally manipulated videos have been used to spread disinformation, but not in India, yet.
If you ask me how much of a concern it is, no, it is not that big a concern to me. We have created an environment so polarized that that if you just randomly say that, oh, there was a Muslim attack, Muslim involved in the Manipur sexual assault, that information spreads like wildfire. So why do you even need deepfake to create narratives?
Prateek Sinha is the editor and co-founder at Alt News, an Indian non-profit fact-checking website. The bigger concern with regard to deepfakes in India is in a completely different field altogether: pornography. There are several websites publicly available where, by simply uploading an image of someone, you can create a deepfake porn video with this person's face. This is being used for something called revenge porn, where deepfake pornographic videos are circulated with the motive of embarrassing or shaming women. There have also been instances in which deepfake videos are used to blackmail women. Now you know that this technology exists and that it can cause significant harm. The big question is, how do you detect a deepfake? Here's a deepfake video of Obama.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time, even if they would never say those things.
Now, we can make out that this is a deepfake because of some telltale signs. First off, there is a little bit of a bulge on his cheek. The blinking is usually either too rare or too frequent. Sometimes the bodily proportions are completely off. Because the technology is relatively new, you can identify, more or less, what's real and what isn't. But it's only going to get harder as time passes, and the tech is becoming better each day. So the urgent need is for us to use technology to beat technology. Companies around the world are working on software that can detect a deepfake.
A company called Intel Labs, which is a research organization, has developed what might be the world's first real-time deepfake detection platform. And they basically have created this platform called Fake Catcher. So using a technique called photoplethysmography, the detection system analyzes color changes in the veins due to oxygen content, which is basically not visible to the naked eye, but is computationally visible. So this platform kind of looks at videos, looks for that, and then it kind of identifies whether a person is a real human or synthetic. And currently it has a 96% accuracy rate.
I'm going to go back to something we talked about in the first video of this series. To see is no longer to believe. We can only take an image to be true and real if there's enough evidence. Do not believe everything you see. In the next video, we're going to be exploring a different aspect of artificial intelligence. Whether it is image generators or chatbots, AI models largely work in English and other such so-called high-resource languages, which automatically calls into question the accessibility of these models. What about Indians who speak Indian languages? How far have we come with regard to making AI models truly accessible to all? These are some of the questions I'll be addressing in the next video. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss it.